Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azuddin Ishkal from group BeeMo, and I'm going to present on our database group project, which is Food Truck Rent System. Our group consists of Brother Aiman Skandar and also Brother Ahmad Adlan. This group project is supervised by our lecturer, Dr. Mionase. So for the introduction of our group project, the group project aims to automate all the tasks of food truck rental system, which include registration, rental, return, and payment. This project is expected to cost the company around $250,000, and the duration is about 7 months. So for our organization, we have Brother Aiman Iskandar as the project manager and also the database administrator, me as the system programmer, and also Brother Ahmad Alan as our system analyst. So these are some of the example of our business transaction, which include register customer, register staff, and etc. And this is the example of our customer registration screen design and also truck. This is our document and report design. We have extended and late payment report, also etc. So for the conceptual database design, so first and foremost, I'll explain on how this ER diagram work. The staff will handle the booking made by the customer. Staff will handle 0 to many booking. And then the customer can make 1 to many booking as they can purchase the same truck in the near future. The booking will have a return statement. One booking is only for one return. The return may have 0 to 1 feedback. It depends on the customer whether they want to give a feedback when renting our truck. The return will follow by an invoice. One return will only have one invoice, and the invoice will be handled by the staff and will be issued to the customer. So for the entity staff, we have the primary key staff ID. Going to the booking ID will have the primary key booking, and the foreign key includes customer ID from the customer table, staff ID from the staff table, and plate number from the truck table, which has the primary key plate number. The booking will have return. The return will have primary key, return ID, foreign key booking ID from the booking table, customer ID from the customer table, and also plate number from the truck table. The return may have feedback from the customer, which includes primary key, return ID. The return will be followed by an invoice. The invoice specifically has the invoice ID as its primary key, and also the foreign key includes staff ID, customer ID, return ID, plate number in all the table mentioned previously. As mentioned, staff could only handle 0 to many invoice, and the invoice will be issued to the customer, which has the primary key customer ID. That's all for the entity relationship model.
Assalamualaikum, I am Ahmad Adlan. Okay, I will continue the presentation with mapping between entities and screen and reports. So in the staff registration form, we'll have the staff entity, which is staff ID, first name, last name, sex, age, position, and salary of the staff. And then in the customer registration screen, we'll have the customer entity, which is customer ID, first name, last name, street, state, zip code, business description, phone number, and customer email. And then in the truck entry form, we'll have the truck entity, plate number, model, brand, color, sizes, rent price, and the status of the truck. And then in booking stream, we'll have booking entity, which is booking ID, customer ID, staff ID, plate number, booking date, rent date, return date. And then in the return form, we'll have return entity, which is return ID, booking ID, customer ID, plate number, and arrive date. In the feedback form, will collect return ID, issue, feedback, and rating. And in the invoice receipt, we will have invoice ID, customer ID, staff ID, return ID, and also plate number. While in the monthly rental report, we will include the plate number of the truck, the rent price of the truck, and the status of the truck. We'll also have total days and subtotal from booking entity. And then in the feedback and comment report, we'll have the plate number, model, brand, the rent price, and the status of the truck. And we will have return entity, which is return ID and customer ID. And then we'll have the feedback entity, which is the issue that happened, the feedback, and the rating. And then in customer receipt, we'll have the first name, last name, street, state, zip code for the customer entity. And in the customer receipt, we'll also have truck entity, which is plate number, model, brand, and rent price. And we'll also have booking entity, total days, and invoice ID, customer ID, staff ID. Also including subtotal, late fees, total payment, and invoice date. So moving on to the logical database design. Okay, so in the staff table, we have staff ID, first name, last name, sex, age, position, and salary. So in this table, we'll have only primary key, which is staff ID. And then in customer table, we have customer ID, first name, last name, street, zip code, city, state, business description, phone number, and customer email. In this table, we'll have the primary key, which is customer ID. And then in truck, we'll have the primary key, which is a plate number. And in booking, we will have booking as a parent table. And then the primary key of booking is booking ID. And then for the child, we'll have the foreign key of the customer, staff, and truck. And in return, we'll have primary key, which is return ID, and we will include the foreign key of booking, customer, and truck. In feedback, we'll have primary key, return ID, and foreign key, we will also have return ID. So it will return. The next one is invoice. The primary key of the invoice is invoice ID, and we'll have the foreign key of the customer, staff, return, and truck table. Okay, the next one is physical database design. In this, we will just create table, the code to create table for the staff table, and then customer table, the truck table, booking table, return table, and invoice table. So in total, and the feedback table. In total, we will have 7 tables.
Hello, my name is Aiman Iskandar. I will be presenting about the physical database design, and I will show you some of the sample queries that we have. For starter, we need to open our SQL, and I already opened mine. And the next step is to load the data. For that we can copy all the data value here and paste it to the SQL command, and shows us that now the data has been successfully loaded. Now let's move to the sample queries. For the sample queries, I'm going to show you a few examples from this. The first example I want to show you, we want to list all the available trucks made by Toyota and Isuzu. For that, we select plate number and brand and model and the color from the truck table and filter it where the brand is equal to Toyota or Isuzu. So as you can see, we have exactly 3 trucks made by Isuzu and 2 trucks made by Toyota. And for the next example, we want to list all the customers that live in the state of Selangor. So now it shows us that we have 3 customers that live in Selangor. And for the next one, I'm going to show you about operational queries. For the operational queries, the first one I'm going to show you, we want to list the registration number of all trucks booked by the customer named Asha Fauzia. So for that, we need to join the customer and the booking table together to get the record. So as you can see here, she made 3 bookings before with truck plate number AMH, WTE, and PNW. In next example, we want to find the staff name that processed the booking for customer name Melo. For that, we have to join the staff table with the booking table and the customer table and filter it where the customer name is equal to Melo. So we can find out that the customer name that handle booking made by this customer is Nurul Husna. The next example I'm going to show you, we want to list all the truck details that available in company today. For that, firstly we have to filter where the truck status is equal to available, and we need to make a subquery to make sure that the truck is not currently with the customer. So as you can see, we have 8 trucks that is available right now out of 14 that we have in our fleet. For next one, I'm going to show you about the operational query, the strategic query, sorry. Um, the first example I'm going to show you, I want to list all the staff ID and their name and position with the total number of booking they handled so far in descending order. For that, we need to use group by command and order by command. So as you can see, the staff that has the most total booking handled so far is Kumar Raja. He is a supervisor at the company. Next example I'm going to show you is I want to list name of the truck brand and their number of completed booking with their total average revenue for the truck that have more than 10,000 total sales, sorted by their total sales descendingly. So as you can see, the truck brand Inocom have the highest number of completed booking and also total revenue and average revenue, followed by Toyota and Daihatsu. The next example I'm going to show you is a customer view. We can create a view, for example, we can create a view for a customer named Anif. So we can view the record in the view we made by typing the name. Details for keywords wrong. Keyword not found anywhere. Okay, now okay, now it works somehow. Okay, as you can see, an investment for booking, and here's the booking details of the booking he made previously. And that's it from me. Okay, thank you.